Yo, what's up? It's David Song Moore. Here's a stat for you. 28% of US workers have a side hustle. So 1 in 4 people in America has another job bringing in an additional source of income. So let's say you, being in a family of 4, more than likely somebody has a side hustle. So some of these examples could look like a car ride service or an online course, affiliate marketing, or even selling digital products online. And now there's many reasons why someone would want to have something like this. One just being that you just want to support a living, or they want to increase their lifestyle, or you just want to save for something expensive like a home, a car, or even an Apple product. A side hustle has become so common that it's expected to have one. It moved from should you have one to which one is actually best for you and what fits your time. Because that's the nature of a side hustle. It demands your time. And that's from your family, your friends, your weekends, or your nights off. Because of this, we want to make sure your side hustle is worth your time. I'm going to share with you the side hustle no one talks about that's earned me $2,000 a month. Now watch through to the end of the video and you'll know the steps that I took so that you can start earning money every month. I'll explain how saving money should be your first side hustle. And I'll share the best ways to save and how doing this can take the least amount of your time and be one of your highest earning side hustle. Let's go.
Yeah.
Now, to be very clear, saving money is the side hustle. And you might be saying, David, that's not a side hustle. You're just saving money. I'm trying to find a way to earn money. Now, you know the phrase, a penny saved is a penny earned. Now, there's some truth to that. Now, before you write me off and search for another video, I want you to watch this entire video first, then search for another video. See, I actually want you to search for another video. I just want this to be the precursor because you could potentially earn more money than just finding a side hustle alone. Now, this video will talk about making the most of the income you already have. So you're able to increase the amount you earn by how much you save. And that's what I did to earn $2,000 a month. Now, side note, to quickly earn the most, it actually starts with saving. Looking at your budget and seeing where you save is the fastest way to keep cash in your pocket. Now, had I first looked for another source of income that would say, bring me an extra $500 a month before seeing how I can save, I could have easily stopped myself short on the potential extra $2,000 earned from saving. Because honestly, I would have lost any motivation to save. It's the why save when you can earn mentality. But it should be why not save and earn even more. Now let's go back. Now, not buying coffee once a week did not save me $2,000 a month. Canceling subscriptions didn't work. That don't work. That's about $70 a month. And that's chipping away at a small percentage. It helps, but it's slow and it's discouraging. There are other ways to earn more. Let's look at an average of what people spend and let's use real numbers. Let's say you earn $4,000 a month. And on average, you would spend about $1,320 a month on housing. That's about 33% of your monthly income. Next, you would spend about $680 on transportation. That comes to 17%. $520 a month on food, and that comes out to be 13%. There's $440 a month on personal insurance, 11%. $320 a month on healthcare, that's about 8%. $200 a month on entertainment, 5%. $120 a month on apparel and services, 3%. $120 a month on cash contributions, like giving to charities, that's about 3%. And $120 a month on education. And the rest of the $160 a month goes to other expenditures, whatever miscellaneous things you can think of. Now, depending where you live, like California, like me, your housing and transportation may be even higher, taking up to even 50% of your income. And that's very common. Now consider this. What would earn you the most amount of money? Chipping away on entertainment or chipping away from housing? Now, if you chip away from entertainment, which is about 5%, what's half of 5%? That's 2.5. And now that's significantly smaller than chipping away on half of 33% on housing. Now, rather than trying to make the smaller percentages even smaller, let's tackle the bigger percentages. Now, that takes us to my story. We were living in Long Beach. It was me, my wife, and Lincoln, our son, who was 1 year old at the time. We were leasing a place in Belmont Shores. And we were also leasing at the time, a brand new 2019 Lexus. Now the total of all that was about $2,800 a month. Now we had outside income to support our lifestyle and we were actually very happy. But to be transparent, I was working nonstop and it took time away from my family. So we had this conversation. We talked about our financial goals and how we wanted to spend our time, and we had to make some adjustments. And to be frank, we needed to save a lot more than what we were currently saving. Now, though we were previously content with leasing a home and leasing a car, having those types of expenses would not help us reach our new goals. So what is our goal? Our goal is to purchase a home, and we also want to free up our time. Now, we know real estate is going to be in our future, so owning a home and possibly turning it into a rental property is a step towards our future. So we took a look at our budget, saving a little bit of money on coffee, saving a little bit of money on clothing. It could help, but it will get there very slowly, especially if you want to buy a property. How can we get there sooner? How can we earn the most amount of money? So we looked at our budget and we looked at our housing and our transportation. We had to make some choices. One of them being we moved back into my parents'. This is for a period of time so that we can aggressively save. And my parents were really gracious enough to help with the rental burden, so we were able to set a large amount of money towards that savings goal. Now, we also looked at our car lease. Now, we had 2 cars at the time, one of them being the new Lexus, and we cut our lease. But we did not do that without first paying a $2,000 fee. Yes, that was a lot. Now, we did this so that we can earn even more money and put that towards our savings goal. Now, though it was a $2,000 loss up front, we avoided a $12,500 loss had we kept the Lexus to the end of our lease period. So yes, we're down to 1 car, but we're 8 months in and we've been able to make it work. Doing all of that, we were able to earn $2,000 a month, but our expenses totaled $2,800. So what happened with the $800? So we looked at our budget again and we prioritized certain categories that fit our lifestyle and our goals. We talked to a couple mentors, and after those discussions and then discussions as a family, we decided we want to put some money aside towards retirement and even increase our pocket money. And so the pocket money is just, we spend whatever we want to spend. And we believe that that will help make this transition a little bit more enjoyable. So after everything is said and done, we earned ourselves an additional $2,000 a month that we're deciding to put towards a down payment for a home. And any additional source of income would be on top of the $2,000 and would go towards that savings goal. Now, let's get real. That's a big change. And it could be seen as a huge sacrifice. And it is, where there's sacrifices that we're making on a daily basis. Because currently me, my wife, and our son, we're living in 1 room. And you may be looking at yourself and think, I can't do that. But maybe you could possibly find roommates instead to lower that expense. But if you're still living with your parents, see this as an opportunity to save. Now let's consider this. Let's say you have a second source of income that's bringing you $2,000 a month. Not by saving, but you actually have a second job. Now that's a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice of your energy, time from family, time from having nights off. There's more to think about and more to care for, and your time is valuable. But you were willing to make those sacrifices because you were being productive with a second job. But nonetheless, those are sacrifices in your personal lifestyle. Now, the only way that we were able to make these changes is that we saw saving as a side hustle. Yes, it's a sacrifice, but we saw it as a business, if you will. Here's the mentality with most side hustles. It's how can I possibly earn the most amount of money with the time that I have? Now, it's the same applied for saving. How can I earn the most amount of money by saving the income that I have? We're gonna do a comparison. If you have a side hustle, you'll make changes to your overall experience if you know that that will bring in more tips or more income. Now with saving, you will need to make changes to your overall budget if you know that that will earn you more income. With a side hustle, you may increase your social presence or spend money on marketing to bring in more income. Now with saving, you may increase your accountability with others so that you stay on track. With a side hustle, you check monthly how much you're earning and see where you can improve. Saving, you need to set some time at least once a month to check your budget and see which categories you can improve. With a side hustle, you'll set goals. You'll set goals to earn an extra $50 a month. With savings, you set goals to save an extra $50 a month. They will both earn you $50. Now, seeing saving money as a side hustle allows you to make sacrifices. It'll help to disassociate saving money with pain and start associating it with productive work. Treat it as making steps towards your financial goals, just as you would with any side hustle. You gotta see saving money as a business where you are paying yourself first. Now, once you're able to do this, you can be at a place where you can ask yourself, do I even need to find another side hustle? If your answer is yes, by all means, exit this video now. I'm giving you permission, and search for 7 best side hustles in 2020. Now, I'm sure something will pop up that will help you, but know this, you can now be confident in the fact that your saving is earning you money because you took the time to make the most of the income you already have. Now, I hope this was helpful for you. If you got any value out of this, please hit the like button, hit subscribe if you want more content like this. It'll definitely help the channel out and it'll spread the word so people can benefit from this. Share in the comments what your side hustle is. I'm very curious to know, and I'm sure other people are curious and want to know what other things that they can do as a side business. Thanks so much for watching to the end, and see you next time.